Hey guys, so I'm going to do a day in the life of a NICU parent, or I'm going to attempt to do my best. So it is Monday morning. It is about 7:30 right now. I got up about 6:30 and pumped, and then I got Hudson dressed and ready for school. Chase actually is off today, so he took him to school, and I kind of just straightened up the house a little bit. I cleaned their playroom and vacuumed and then straightened up the kitchen. And now I am starving, so I'm going to have a Luna bar and some of my flavored water to give me some caffeine to help perk me up this morning. But I'm going to sit here for just a minute and relax, and then I gotta get up and get ready because we are going, well, I'm going to the NICU because we live about 30 minutes away. I'm going there for her 9 o'clock feeding. I'll be there for her 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock feeding. Hudson has a baseball game tonight at 6, so I won't be able to be there for her 6 o'clock feeding, but I'm gonna try to hit all 3 of the other ones. And Chase is coming. His mom is going to watch McLean for a little bit because, of course, she's on fall break this week. And we were hoping to be home by the time she was on fall break, but it just didn't work that way. So we're juggling with her this week of where to take her, who's going to watch her, so that, I can get time at the NICU. Hopefully she's coming home this week. Fingers crossed. But I will update you guys later. Okay, so I apologize for the lighting. I know it's not great, but being in the car, there's only so much I can do. So it is about 1 o'clock now. I fed her at 12, and it's hard, especially today while I'm here by myself, to really get any footage while I'm holding her or doing anything. But she's had a little bit of a rough day today. Her oxygen has been a little bit lower, and at one point they even had to put the bag over her mouth. I don't know what you call it, except bagging her to get her oxygen up and help her to recover quicker. And so she's just kind of not been feeling great today. She did at least take both bottles this morning so far. She took her 9 o'clock and her 12 o'clock because she did not do great last night. She took some of all of her bottles, but she didn't take a full bottle for any of her 4 feedings. So it's one of those days where it's frustrating, and it's just getting to me because now we're at the point she's done really good with her heat. We are at 3 days now that she's not been under heat and her temperature's been staying good. So the only thing holding us here is her eating. She has to take all of her feedings by mouth, and I'm just focusing on the bottle to get her home. And then in that less stressful environment, I want to try to work on breastfeeding, and I'm hoping that we can transition to breastfeeding. But for right now, especially because they're adding calories to her food, we are just trying to get her home. So she is just on bottles. They have her at 30 calorie, which a normal ounce of formula or of breast milk is 20 calories. So they've bumped it up. They've bumped it up to 24, then to 26, now to 30. And since Friday, today is Monday. Friday she weighed 4 pounds 15 ounces. Today she weighed 5 pounds 7 ounces. That's half a pound. 8 ounces that she gained in 3 days, which is crazy. And to me seems like it's too fast, but they all seem happy with it, so I'll take their word for it. So her weight is doing good. She's gaining weight. She's maintaining her temperature. We've just got to get her feeding. So it's so frustrating when she's not at night, when I'm not here and she's not taking her feedings well, and just having the other issues. She had a Brady this morning before I got there. So that's at least 48 hours. I mean, not that we're ready to go home now anyways, but if she randomly will have a Brady, which is 48 hours minimum to go home, or an apnea episode, which she had the other day, which she hasn't had in weeks, and she had one of those, which you can't go home by 5 days, which is Wednesday. So I don't think we're going to be, it's probably not going to be this week. I was hoping it would be by Friday, which is my birthday, but it looks like it's probably not going to be till next week sometime. At least I'm trying to think further out, so that if by some miracle she just starts the light just flips on, because, you know, we were almost to that point. Before she got her 2-month vaccines, she was eating almost all of her bottles. She would eat all of them during the day and all but maybe one of them at night. And so to have her kind of backtrack and go away from that is just really hard. But I don't want to push her too fast. I don't want to, you know, stress her out and cause her to backtrack in some other way. So it's just stressful. And any NICU moms out there or dads, they understand, like, it's just stressful. I just want to have her home, especially having 2 other kids. It's so hard splitting my time, and, you know, Chase and I both trying to split our time, and we're not together. It's like one of us has the kids and the other one is up here at the hospital, and I'm just burnt out. It's 10.5 weeks that we've been here now, and I'm just burnt out. So trying not to get too frustrated. That's why I just kind of left for a little bit. I went to go get some lunch. I'm about to eat that in my car here. I got some Zaxby's, and I don't know, I just needed to take a breather. And then I have to take McLean to ballet today, and Hudson has a baseball game tonight, so it's just one of those days. But I'm gonna eat my lunch real quick, and then we'll go back and sit with her for a little bit.
Maybe I can make a call. You could probably make like a follower or something. Yeah. The posters. Yeah, I don't
So I'm just sitting here pumping. It is 1:15, and I came in, checked on her. Now it's time to get down to business.
And then just everyone. No, but you know, I said
we have a large.
Okay, so it is just after 2 o'clock, and I am headed home now. I have some cookies from my lunch that I'm about to eat because I am a comfort eater, and today has just been a stressed out day, and so I'm going to treat myself to some chocolate chip cookies. But Chase is at home now with McLean, about to go get Hudson. He gets out at 2:30, and then I have to get all of McLean's clothes together and take her to ballet. I was going to stay because the next feeding for Sutton will be 3 o'clock. She is on a schedule of 9, 12, 3, and 6. So that's AM and PM. That's when they do her touch time, her assessment, and feed her. And so I just wasn't going to have enough time to do her 3 o'clock feeding, because to do, you know, it can take, she can sometimes start a little bit early. It can take 10 minutes. It can take 30 minutes. And I just didn't want to push it because we live about 30 minutes away from the hospital. So to get home and get McLean and get her to ballet, I just didn't want to push it. So I'm going to go ahead and head home, so that way I can spend some time with my other 2 babies before we run off and do all of our activities for the night. Because, you know, they, especially this weekend, have kind of been not neglected, because they've had plenty of fun, but I haven't been able to spend time with them. They've been with Chase most of the day. They, you know, kind of bounce back and forth with my parents and then Chase's parents for a little bit, so that we could go to the hospital together for a little while. And then I actually was at the hospital like all day Saturday and most of the day Sunday, just trying to get her to eat and just to be on a, you know, good schedule, because she tends to eat better for me than she does for just the nurses. So while the weekend and I was there more. So now we're getting back to it, so I'm gonna go see my other babies. We just got to ballet. Please ignore the nasty car seat that I clearly need to take off and wash. And of course she fell asleep like 2 minutes ago. So let me see if I can wake her up and keep her in somewhat of a happy mood so we can go to ballet, as she calls it. Okay, so we just finished up ballet. There's my little ballerina back there. And now we are headed to Hudson's baseball game.